Welcome back to my channel. It's Plain Decoded. I want to play a clip from a show that Zach of Gematria Effect News was doing last night when he was talking about a date, March 24th, and he is wondering if there's going to be anything that's going to be happening that's significant when it comes to the economy, possibly a global financial crisis, a downturn, just some bad stuff in the financial world. And he mentions a date, and also this date he didn't mention, but he might not have even known, is the date that something is going to be happening that's significant and has a lot of correlations to the past economic recession we had in 2008. And it's astrological alignment. I'll talk about after I just play the clip here, and I'll just press play. We'll listen.
A certain date. Could it be? Could it be one of these black swan dates? We've been talking about March 24th since January 2nd of this year. And let's all hope that nothing does happen on March 24th.
So on March 24th is a date that he's expecting something to happen financially and possibly a global downturn. So let's just look at the chart for that day, and I'll put it on Washington, D.C., and I'll talk about why it's significant. Okay, so here's Washington, D.C. on March 24th, 2023. This is where the Federal Reserve is located. And what's significant here is that this is the first day that Pluto is ingressing into Aquarius. And the last time that Pluto ingressed, it was into Capricorn out of Sagittarius, and that was in 2008, and it aligned perfectly with the financial crisis of 2008. And so now this is a significant astrological move that's happening. And the first day is on the date that he's talking about, March 24th. On the day before, March 23rd, it's at 00 degrees of Aquarius. So on this day, I have a suspicion that it's not going to be the same as before, where that when I entered Capricorn, that it was bad, but it's just going to be different. So I'll show you what it looked like. This is January 27th, 2008. This is the beginning of the year of 2008. And here's Pluto coming into Capricorn. Now, if you were working back then, and like for me, it was like a really hard time. It's when I had to move and change my job, try to figure out what I'm going to do because where I was living, it was terrible economy. And I moved out west in Canada. And so my thoughts is that we're going to be seeing this, a central bank digital currency. It's going to be happening in Canada. It's going to be happening in the United States. And in the United States, it's going to be called the digital dollar. And actually, there's some top news stories. There's some news stories about it today. The digital dollar. Biden had been talking about a digital dollar, and a lot of people are expecting that. It's like what the World Economic Forum talks about. Later on in this clip, Zach is talking about how it's the 83rd day of the year. On March 24th, the 83rd day of the year, here's the 83 for the day of the year. If you type in digital dollar, hit enter, the green means it's matching. So digital dollar equals 83. So on the 83rd day of the year, maybe we could see a digital dollar being talked about or being introduced in some, or just getting like underway. And then the day before, if anything happens that day, global economic recession equals 233, like the date 23/3. Later on in the video, he talks about the Fed and how they mentioned that they think that the real hard times will be in June. So let me play that clip.
Janet Yellen, she said that this global financial crisis could come as soon as June. So that is further off than March. But I do find the alignment with March 24th interesting.
So to me, that makes a lot of sense that it would happen in June, and I'll talk about why here. So here's my notes that I've made before to myself. So on March 24th, Pluto enters Aquarius, so that'll be a change, right, to something new. So that's why I think a digital dollar will be talked about. And then on June 12th, 2023, Pluto goes retrograde and goes back into Capricorn. So that makes sense that the economic downturn would actually occur in June because, like before in 2008, it's entering into Capricorn. So that could be the same, right? Because it is in the same sign. So here is June 12th, 2023, and as you can see, Pluto is back into Capricorn. So this is the date I would expect something bad to happen in the economy, something really significant. and it aligns with what Janet Yellen was saying, according to Zach.
Janet Yellen, she said that this global financial crisis could come as soon as June. So that is further off than March. But I do.
So yeah, it makes sense that June 12th would be something that happens significant. And let's put it on June 12th. Well, in the religious calendar, it equals that. Well, I can't find any overlaps with Gematria, but that would be a significant date to look out for. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there. Also, if you want to learn more about this, Also, if you want to learn more about Pluto and Aquarius and the meanings of it, this astrologer is really good. I highly recommend her. Her name's Maren Altman, and this video is really good about Pluto and Aquarius and the meanings of it. So it makes a lot of sense to me. Her explanations. I would watch this video, so just search Maren Altman on YouTube. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.